It's day 197
of the 29th year and beyond.
Well, interestingly enough, just reflecting over breakfast this morning and how we just having a really great time. And, it just speaks to the love that we share. But then I started thinking about an old song, 1971 was the year, I believe. The Persuaders. Right. The Persuaders had a real popular song, A Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it was like in 1996 when Martin Lawrence had a movie,
Right.
A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. But, I started thinking about that. It's a thin line between love and hate. And my question is it?
A thin line between love and hate. Well, it can be.
Okay, you want to unpack that?
Well, I mean, because I believe that you can love somebody, but there can just be certain things about them that you hate. And, if the love isn't strong and if you're dealing with some issues, then you can quickly get rid of those things that you really like about that person, or just forget about them or put them to the side and jump over to the hate side. So that's my thin line.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's poppycock. I think, that may sound great to sell songs and whatnot, catchphrases, thin line between love and hate. I just don't believe that that's possible. I don't think it's a thin line at all. Of course, there are things about a person, no matter how much you may value them and love them, that you don't like. It may be behaviors or traits or whatever. But to say there's a thin line between love and hate, like on a dime,
No.
you can change.
Not all the time.
Well, see, and that's what comes to my mind when I think about that, a thin line between love and hate, as if to say, you can jump here or there with a quickness. And to me, if you genuinely love someone, you accept them for the totality of who they are. You address those things that are not redeeming or valuable or, that may be offensive and whatnot. But to say that it's a thin line between love and hate, I just don't buy that. Because, again, if you can change like that, because of what someone has done to you, and I mean, I think about people who have been in love relationships, whether you're talking about, together or in marriages, and whatever may happen to dissolve that relationship, they go from quote unquote loving this person now hating this person, and I never understood that.
Okay, counterpoint. Because if you love someone and you're doing all the things that you need to do, if you're feeding into them, if you're addressing concerns, if you're communicating, if you're doing all of that, yes, that thin line becomes thicker and thicker and thicker and thicker and thicker. But if you're not, and if you can still love somebody, but that person that's not going to do or pour into, they're not going to have the necessary conversations, they're not going to do all the things. Sometimes you still have to walk away from that person, and that's where the
walking away
comes in.
And hate.
Oh, but see, sometimes they can take you to that level where you feel like you hate them. I mean, and it may not be a deep-seated hate, but it may just be a
hate is deep-seated. I don't care how you slice it, from my perspective.
Well,
and this is the thing. My take on this is, if something someone says, does, or doesn't do can cause you to flip on an emotional scale from like, oh, I love this person, to I hate you, you're dead to me, you have to ask yourself, was there love really
right
to begin with? Because, again, I stand on 1 Corinthians 13. Love always hopes, always trusts, always protects, always perseveres. It keeps no record of wrongs. It's not easily angered. It doesn't do stuff that's rude or self-seeking. So you have to ask yourself in those situations, was it love or was it an affection?
But if
was
you're flesh, if you're flesh, although those things may be true, sometimes we are so weak and so not where we need to be that we can be consumed with that kind of stuff. So yes, I still believe there can be a thin line. it gets thicker and thicker as you nurture your love, as you work on your love, as you do the things that love requires.
How thin is our line, baby?
Ours is miles and miles and maybe thick. But
well, I guess that's all I really need to know. But we're going to agree to disagree.
Yes.
What say ye? Is there a thin line between love and hate? Would love to hear your comments. Until tomorrow.
Bye.
If the Lord says the same.